What triggered it? It was when we walked into a classroom in URR. And it's not a classroom in the primary school, but it was a classroom in the upper basic school, grade 7 for that matter. We thought we could find out what the problem of reading was, and expecting that perhaps we will only find out that few of the grade 7 students had difficulty in reading. But it was shocking. In that grade 7 class, the minister was in one half of the class, I was in the other half. We tested virtually everybody. Less than 5 of them in a class of over 40 kids were able to read the passage that they had in front of them.
It is those challenges, poor and unacceptable results from the baseline assessment of 2007 that spurred education officials to map out a variety of interventions as a means of addressing early grade reading inabilities.
The conference has come at a time when research findings from reading have consistently linked the importance of early literacy skills to later academic achievement. Evidence from several countries indicates that early graders with low reading abilities tend to underperform in all subjects for the rest of their schooling years. Hence, the acquisition of early grade literacy skills has been on top of our ministry's agenda, with support provided to a variety of interventions following the unacceptable results from the baseline assessment in 2007.
The results of the varied interventions have been gratifying though, as highlighted in these presentations on the integration between national languages and early grade literacy skills. However, officials believe that a lot more needs to be done in ensuring that every child reads fluently with comprehension, hence the theme, The Gambia Reads.
Compared to the comparison group, it's much better, and also if you look at the EGRA result, it's also comparably much better. And don't forget that this program, there were 2 books that's designed for the program period, but it wasn't really completed. And it was because of all the timing issue and choosing of the students and shifting problems. So the actual exposure, students' actual exposure to the program are less than we have hoped for. But I think from that, the result shows something.
This information sharing platform is expected to expose participants to information on existing practices and interventions, with results and challenges thereof in order to generate conclusions that guarantee the attainment of reading fluency and comprehension at the end of grade 2 by 2015. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
You can monitor GRTS Radio live on our website at www.grts.gm. That takes us to our first break. We'll be back with stories from outside the Gambia.
It is a story of a land, of a people, where communication has been our song, our drumbeat. We sing with hearts full of joy. We dream of a better future, one that is upon us now. This is who we are. We are close to the heart of the world. We are as old as time. The soul of man began with us. We are Africa.
Welcome back. South Africa's firebrand politician and former ANC Youth League leader has been charged with money laundering by a South African court. Julius Malema denied the charges, calling the move an attempt to silence him. Thousands of youths held rallies to show their support for the vibrant youth leader. We have details of that in this report.
This resembles a political meeting, but these supporters of Julius Malema are rallying behind the former leader of the ANC Youth League, who was charged on Wednesday with money laundering by the South African court. A warrant for his arrest was issued last week, and the hasty trial leads his supporters to believe that his sworn enemy, President Jacob Zuma, was behind his arrest.
In South Africa, a banana republic being next to Julius Malema is a criminal offense. You get charged for that. These charges which they've brought against me, they will not affect me in any way.
Suspicions arose over Mr. Malema's luxurious lifestyle, which included a farm and an expensive automobile. Mr. Malema was accused not only of money laundering, but of fraud and corruption. He is charged with receiving kickbacks from business partners to whom he awarded lucrative government contracts in his home province of Limpopo. Supporters from around the country rallied to his defense on Wednesday.
This is politically motivated. You just have to think about it. If Julius was really corrupt as they are portraying him to be, why didn't they bring up these charges a long time ago? Why now?
Julius Malema, who was excluded from the ANC in April for his virulent attacks on the party, has become a thorn in the side of the government, which is proving difficult to extract. An avowed champion of nationalization of the mining sector, he criticized President Zuma for his handling of the Marikana crisis and has urged the miners to continue striking.
Members of the Free Syrian Army say they are behind a suicide car bomb on one of the Damascus' most important military bases on the capital's Umayyad Street. The FSA reported that many top military personnel died in the attack. Meanwhile, Syria's three biggest cities, Aleppo, Homs, and the capital Damascus, have seen much of the bloodshed. An ITV's Neil travels to these thriving communities and shows us the heavy toll of war.
In one city, this would be bad enough. In three, it's a disaster. But this is now the reality in the three main cities of Syria. The regime's troops fighting rebels for control of whole districts. Aleppo is Syria's biggest city and business capital, engulfed now in the business of war. The damage is extraordinary, the death toll incalculable. Aleppo is being destroyed to make it safe. Syrian troops are on the offensive in the country's third city, Homs, recapturing many areas from what they say are foreign fighters and extremist Muslims. Rebels, they say, directly armed by Arab states. In one district they took, they showed us what they said was an abandoned rebel headquarters. Bags with Saudi Arabian markings scattered around. A makeshift scaffold with ropes and a meat hook was there. They said rebels tortured and hanged people here. We have no way of proving this. The UN mostly accuses the regime of mass torture, but says rebels are guilty of human rights abuses too. But it's clear this is a dirty war here in Homs and in every city. No one is safe, no faith is spared. Christian churches and Muslim mosques a battleground. But one man is an optimist, the new governor of Homs, Syria's third city. These rebels, he says, will be beaten and we'll win the war in Homs in 1 month.
1 month, that seems very optimistic.
1 month, he insists, but Britain and America should stop supporting terrorists. They are his master's words. Throughout the interview, explosions echo across the city. Explosions too in Syria's capital city today, one at a military base. Bombs smuggled inside and detonated.